Hi OTC Foodies, it's Terry. Today I'm making a very simple dish that's a good way to, I guess, stretch the dollar, and it feeds family. It's really good, like, comfort food, so it's pretty hearty. I'm gonna make chicken and dumplings, and this is really very simple. There's not a lot you put into it, but it's a good way to incorporate protein and vegetables into your meal. So I have taken some chicken breast and I boiled them in some chicken stock, and that's about a 32 ounce of chicken broth that I cooked that in. And I've brought this up to a medium simmer. It's not boiling yet, but we want to make the temperature, bring it up a little bit because we're going to be cooking dumplings in this. So I've shredded this chicken. That was 2 chicken breasts. Now, if you wanted to boil whole chicken, you could. You're just going to have to take it off the bone and take the skin out and everything. So I'm putting my chicken in my chicken broth here. And this really does not take much time to put together. Next, I'm going to put in my mixed vegetables. Now, when I was younger, I hated vegetables. Like, what kid really likes vegetables? Especially mixed vegetables. So my mom would do whatever she could to put mixed vegetables into my food, whether it was tuna noodle casserole or chicken and dumplings. So that's how I got to eat my vegetables. But I'm putting 2 cans of the veg oil, and I'm not going to drain it because I really like the flavor of the vegetables in this. We're just going to dump it in there. And if you want to use the frozen mixed vegetables, that's fine too. All right, so we're going to bring this up to a simmer here. A little bit, turn it up a little bit. All right, now here's my shortcut. Canned biscuits. Now, it's not as good as homemade dumplings, but this is really pretty quick. Now, I know some people like the thin noodle type dumplings. That's fine too. You can find those in the freezer section and you would just drop those in. Me, I like the fluffy, pillowy type. So I'm gonna take a can of these biscuits here and we're gonna cut them up. All right. So I'm gonna take one of these biscuits and we're gonna use the whole can. I'm gonna cut the biscuit in half and then I'm gonna cut each half in 2/3. Now, I want my broth to come up to temperature because it's got to cook these dumplings. If you put them in and the broth is not hot enough, it's just really going to sit there. It's not going to cook them, so to speak. So while that's coming up to temperature, I'm going to put this in. Cut these up and put them in. This really is like the ultimate comfort food. That's really very easy and quick to put together. It's a good way to stretch your dollar as well and feed a family. Now I got just the regular, I didn't get like the honey flavored or the flaky layers. This is just the original can of biscuits. And they're just gonna kind of like simmer and steam in that broth. Now right now it's not very thick, but as our dumplings start to cook and we stir them a little bit, some of them are going to fall apart and that's going to help thicken the chicken and dumplings. And of course this is going to be even better tomorrow. So this is starting to come up. So I'm just gonna start layering these in right on top. We're not gonna stir them in yet. remember when I was a kid, Mama would fix this, and my sister and I would always fight to get the most dumplings. I would always try to avoid the vegetables, but we would always see who would get the most dumplings. Usually Daddy won that one though. All right, so I have my dumplings in, and you can see they're already starting to swell a little bit, which is good. And we just want them to sit on top of this broth here. All right, now I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna put the lid on top, and this is gonna help cook those dumplings. And you want to cook them for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna take the lid off, and then we're gonna stir it and see what we have and see if we need to add some more or not. So stay tuned, check back with me in about 10 minutes, and we'll see how our chicken and dumplings is doing. Welcome back, OTC foodies. So we're gonna check on our chicken and dumplings. They've been simmering about 10 minutes, and you can see that the dumplings have cooked and it's gotten thicker. I did stir it once or twice. And the biscuits thickened it up. So, sorry, that was the oven for the other biscuits going in, the rest of them. So this is nice and hearty. The dumplings have cooked. You want to let them simmer for at least 10 minutes. You want to make sure that they're cooked all the way through and not real doughy in the center. So that is your easy to make chicken and dumplings. And like I said, it takes no time at all to throw together. And then you just want to serve it up. And we have a whole bunch of wonderful goodness in here. You can see we've got our chicken and our dumplings, and then of course we have our vegetables. So serve this up with some fresh bread or some biscuits, and you have a meal. So thanks for eating with me today. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. My next one will be Galaxy brownies, because we all remember those lunchroom brownies and how good they are. So this is my take on the recipe. Hope you're doing well, and talk to you soon. Ciao.